What's happening, guys? It's DK Priori, and I fully intended to do this last week. However, Sony decided to postpone the PS5 event, and I would say for good reasons. With that said, this week Sony went ahead with the Future of Gaming event, unveiling a deluge of new titles that will be launching on PS5. The event was about 90 minutes long, so I won't go into every detail. What I will do is share with you all my personal highlights from the event and some honourable mentions. Don't get too butthurt if I miss out a title you're looking forward to though. These are just games that I picked out as the titles that I'll definitely be playing or intending to play. If there's a game I don't mention, it's likely I won't be playing it. So with that caveat said, let's jump in. Firstly, the title anyone familiar with my channel will not be surprised to see me being pumped about is the Demon's Souls remake. This is the game that got me into the Souls series, being the first one I played back on PS3. A couple of years ago, I returned to it and had an even better time with it than before, seeing as now I'm more accustomed to Souls games than I was way back when. The remake looks absolutely stunning and is handled by Bluepoint Games, who did the Shadow of the Colossus remake for the PlayStation 4. That was a great game. They've also handled other remasters in their time and done a fantastic job of it, so I'm truly excited to see Demon's Souls getting some love. Still no word on Elden Ring though. Horizon Zero Dawn was another great game. A beautiful world and a great narrative, topped with fluid gameplay and meaningful customization. I loved my time with Horizon Zero Dawn, so it's no surprise then that I'm well excited for the sequel, titled Horizon Forbidden West. The same team are working on this, and for what is shown, life has evolved in Horizon's post-human world, but a new threat emerges that could bring it all crashing down, and Aloy is back to lead the resistance. The Horizon series is one of Sony's great IPs in recent years, so it's no surprise that this got announced at the event, but it's still great to see some footage, nonetheless. Returnal looks super interesting. You're trapped on an alien planet in some sort of time loop, reliving your death at the hands of some native creature. The planet gradually begins to corrupt you, and you're on a mission to survive and leave this hostile environment, or at least that's what I could gather from what was shown. I could be wrong. That said, Returnal has some great looking cinematics and some nice slick looking action gameplay. A third person shooter by the looks of it, Returnal is definitely on my radar. Next up, Oddworld Soulstorm. The Oddworld series was an absolute gem back on PlayStation 1. It's good to see it return after so many years. Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus were brilliant in their day, and as a young gamer, I had a lot of fun with them. I never got to play in the handheld Oddworld games, or New and Tasty though. However, times have changed so much that I'm excited to relive some classic gameplay on a juicy new system. Resident Evil is one of my favourite series, another game I've been familiar with since the PlayStation 1 days. Resident Evil 7 was brilliant, and the remakes have all been truly great. In fact, I've been playing through the Resident Evil 2 remake, and it perfectly captures the stress and panic of the golden age of survival horror, whilst also being given new life on modern hardware. Not much to go on of Resident Evil Village just yet, but the whole setting throws me right back to Resident Evil 4, even though Chris Redfield's appearance at the end put that feeling to bed. Nonetheless, it looks amazing, and definitely stood out in a crowded sea of decent games that got unveiled during this event. Now, Gran Turismo Sport disappointed me immensely. Focusing pretty much exclusively on online multiplayer, something I'm not terribly into, meant for me there was nothing of value going on with the game. However, Gran Turismo 7 promises to bring back that in-depth campaign that made the older titles so enjoyable for me. I can't wait to put pedal to the metal with this game, as Gran Turismo has, for me, always been the king of racing simulators. That's all for the games that got me truly excited from the event. Time for a few games that piqued my interest, and I'll be looking out for more details as they become available. Firstly, I have to say, Godfall looks really interesting. A hack and slash looking affair with giant weapons and a tagline that reads "Become unstoppable." That had me harking back to my Giant Dad meme days. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for this one. Secondly, Stray looked imaginative. I was sitting through the whole scene thinking to myself, I really hope you get to play as the cat. It looks like that could be the case. And of course, what kind of PlayStation fanboy would I be if I didn't mention the game that the whole event opened with? The new SpiderMan title. Seeing you play this time as Miles' incarnation of the jovial web slinger. So, that's all from me. If you didn't catch the event, I'll leave a link in the description for you to watch the whole thing, but for now, I've been DK Priori, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.